Andy Puzder is here. He's the author of The Capitalist Comeback. All right, I say that we're pretty close to full employment. What do you say?
Well, we are. We've got the fewest number of people unemployed this month since May of 2001. You've got fewer people on unemployment benefits in, 40-plus years.
Is that right?
We've got more people working this month. The last couple of months, we've set records for how many people are employed. So, at some point, you're going to find that you're near full employment.
That's extraordinary. I mean, full employment, to me, is a very good place to be.
Yeah.
I would have expected more to be made of this. I would have expected the market to be happier with this.
Well, I think they're still going through the numbers. One number that I would encourage people to look at is the number of people who are working part-time for economic reasons. In other words, they couldn't find a full-time job. There were a lot of those people during the post-recession recovery years. It's now at its lowest level since October of 2007, so it's now at a pre-recession level. So when you take people who have jobs they don't, that aren't full-time jobs or jobs they don't want, and they move to full-time jobs or more employment, it doesn't increase or decrease the labor participation rate. They were employed, they're still employed, but you have people moving to these better positions, which is, I think, huge for that's that 7.8%
yes.
U6 rate you mentioned. That's reflected in that. Yeah.
Okay. What about small business? I got that report from the National Federation of Independent Businesses. That was a pretty gung-ho report. Small business is soaring, says the Wall Street Journal.
Well, they are soaring, and in fact, this is the interesting thing about this economy that I think people need to focus on. We used to do this show, and we'd interview about how people are dropping out of the labor force. They couldn't find jobs for years, right?
Yeah, we did.
And now we're talking about the biggest problem that businesses are facing, according to the NFIB, is finding employees to fill good-paying jobs. Right. That's the capitalist comeback. That's my book. That's turning the economy on its head.
That's a promo for your book.
I got that in. Wasn't that good?
Yeah. You're clever, Andy, I got to say. By the way, the Dow is awfully close to turning positive at the moment. Maybe they're listening to what we've got to say. It's only down 20 points, having been down 120 just a few minutes ago. I want to ask you about China.
Sure.
I don't think there's going to be any, when all this is done, I don't think you can say China won or America won. I don't think you can say that. There's going to be a compromise, which I think will try to allow both sides to smile.
That's when you know you have a good deal. I mean, when both people walk out of the room thinking they didn't win, they probably both won. That's the way it works in business, and I think that's the way it's going to work with China. But we went in in a very, very negative position. Anything that happens is going to be an improvement for us. We're not going to be worse off than we were. We had a $375 billion trade deficit. I mean, how much worse could it get? So I think we're going to see progress for the United States, but I'm hoping the Chinese aren't going to negotiate with us if they can't save face, if they can't maintain their dignity.
Yes.
And so we have to make sure, and I think sending all of these, the Secretary of the Treasury and Secretary of Commerce and Peter Navarro, this was great. This was a real show of respect to the Chinese, and that's important to them.
I think a lot of people in the West don't understand that China publicly must not be humiliated.
Exactly.
You do that to Xi Jinping, and he's virtually out of power. If he loses face, and that's the expression used, you can't have that. You absolutely can't have that.
No,
that's why a compromise has to be worked out of some sort.
We opened restaurants in China while I was head of CKE Restaurants, and that was something that we always kept in mind when we were over there. Whoever we were negotiating with, a landlord, a supplier, we had to make sure their dignity was respected, that they were able to save face however the negotiations came out. And I know these guys. I know they're smart enough to know this.
Okay, we'll wait, because I think we've got to wait for months before we get this amicable
nine
agreement.
months for NAFTA. It's already. So, I mean, it'll be money. These deals take a long time. This is a big deal.
Okay. Andy Puzder, look what you did. The Dow is almost positive. What a guy.
That, people working part-time for economic reasons number. That's what did it.
You got it, son. You got it. Look, if you just hold on a second, you might... Yes, there you go. It turned positive. Thank you, Andy Puzder.
My pleasure.
America, thank this man. Look what he just did.
And read the book.
Yeah, read the book, yeah. Now, look what you did. Now it turned negative, down 3.